And we're live. And we are live. All right. Morning thoughts. Morning thoughts. Morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to the chefs in kitchens, secretaries in offices, strippers on poles. Whatever it is you do for a living, shout out to you. I'm not judge you. That's between you and God. As long as you're not harming anybody else and you're up and out to get yours by the sweat of a man's brow, so shall he eat bread. Get up, get out, and get you something. All right, shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful morning. I don't even know what day of the week it is. Honestly, it's Thursday, May 29th, 2025. And we're happy to be here. We feel very blessed. We have been preserved and we have been gifted with this day in the present to be here present right now with each other. And I'm feeling good about it. Yeah, sunshine in my skin and all these things. The weather is warm. I'm feeling very, very good. Shout out to the people who are in cold places. It soon get warm for you too. We're heading into the year, right? All right. It's a closed chat this morning. That means if your name is not in green and you don't have membership for this channel, then you won't be accessing the chat room this morning. However, you can still enjoy the show. It should be about 2 hours long this morning. I think that's a pretty lengthy show. I would love to go longer, but you know, daddy have things to do. I have Kai home with me today. Kai's last day of school was yesterday, and Milani still has another couple of weeks of school before she gets out for the summer. So I had to, wifey had no fair thing. So for those of you who don't know, Five Up said yesterday, but then I wait for you to start from 7 o'clock this morning. I can only do that on the days when the wife have nothing going on her schedule. She leaves here at 6:30 and 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I have to do all the getting the kids up for school, preparing breakfast, drop them to two different schools, come back, put this live together, do the live, done the live, go pick them up, all these other things. So when she's here, I can go early. When she is not here, I cannot go early. I have to go off her schedule. All right. Just so everybody know, because not everybody knows that. Button. Audrey says, hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live. Please, BM, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank God it's Thursday. One more day to go. I was so tired last week. I was so glad for the little getaway, like to just wake up in a big, broad, comfortable bed and say I didn't really have to do anything, you know. But we are grown people, so we are doing grown people stuff. Remember when you couldn't wait to be grown? No, you're grown now, and you're never going to be small again. Lovely Aneka. Lovely Aneka is in the building. Let's Bond TV. Big up yourself. Wayne Nathan is in the building. Michelle Taylor RN is in the building. Put some respect on it. Missy Brom Brom is the first one in this morning. Lovely Aneka, my fellow content creator sister, is right there in the comments. Hit her name. Go over to her content and resonate with her content. Audrey writes in the building, says morning from present teacher. Prellis 123 is there. Great goodies is here. Senior sexy virtuous fire. Reggae girl is in the building with us this morning. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr. Blessings, manners, and respect, my brother. Thank you for being here. Onika St. John. Reggae girl says present with a heart. Yes, because today is a present. That's what we be forgetting. This is the real present, not the one when you wrap and put a little bow upon it and give somebody. This is God's present to us to be able to see another day. Present. So be present as in be here now, in the moment, present. You know that cliche stuff that they say? You have nothing but now. That's all you have. You don't even have the next 15 minutes because you don't know. Enough people think them have the next 15 minutes and drop down dead before 15 minutes done. Right? And this is a reality talk, not meaning to sound morbid, but just bringing everybody back on a level still You know what I mean? Present. That's all you have. Is now. Yesterday gone. My grandmother used to always sing, "Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. Lord, for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time, one day at a time." Thank you, Grandma. So my grandmother right over here, so yeah, Miss Ruby. Never know so them people that would have impact my life in this way, you know. Have to talk about them every single day, especially now that they're no longer here, but their presence is definitely felt. So that present that me I talk about, the realest present ever. Wake up and unwrap this. Open your eyes, breathe. Fresh air again, lungs work, eyes can see, body move, no sickness or not. You better get up and get some thanks. You hear me? Because it ain't always going to be this good. That's what I learned about life. It's not always going to be this good. Life have a story, something in store for all of us down the road. And the longer you live, is the more likely you're going to get your package, like my auntie said. Big up Auntie Maureen and which part of that. Jerome Pearson, I don't mean to carry to go to church this morning, but that's how the spirit was feeling. I'll pay for a babysitter, whatever it takes for you to give us our morning show. Big up yourself, Jerome. One day, Anika St. John, not true? One day, yeah. My grandmother was a singing, praying woman, man. Singing, praying woman. And my grandfather, too, was a singing, praying man. That man used to whistle whole day. He not sing the words to the song, but he will whistle, and he was a really good whistler. And you can hear him when he come from bush in the evening time. We done so I come, you know, say I must cleave it that a whistler come up the road. My grandmother now, she used to sing as she walk around all day and things like those. Man. All right, so we got a couple of things to talk about this morning, right? They're all pretty interesting to me. I'm going to start out with some questions, and we're going to see where everybody is with those questions, lighten the mood, get into our topics, and but before we do any of this, let's clear up the money thing first. It's 10:23 a.m. I said yesterday at 10:20 something a.m. we would be giving away the $200 for the vlog video that we posted yesterday. That vlog video has, let me pull up the paper. So the vlog video had a question, and for those who took the time to watch it, the question was, what mistake was made in the video? I can't go back and change it. It's in the video and it's there. And what should the correct information be? That alone should be a teller, the correct information. What should the correct information be? And then, what was the one major change that I did to that video from last night to this morning? So anybody who is ready to answer that question, call the phone number. It's 1-806-587-8953. I believe the number is also pinned at the top of the chat, 1-806-587-8953. You can call in. The number is free to call from anywhere in the world. On WhatsApp, we have people call us from Africa. We have people call us from Sweden. So you definitely can call for free. All right. Again, the video question was, what is the one mistake that I made in the video? It should have been a different piece of information that was there. And what's the proper information that should have been there? And then what was the major change that I made to that video from last night to this morning? All right. That's what this altar is for. Let me hear you give us 10 seconds of that song that Jerome says. Let's take this call real quick. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Big up yourself now, SOUFLO.
Manners and respect, my brother. What go on?
Yeah, first of all, boy, you drop down at the best of the best.
Yes. Me drop down, brother, and I realize your true wife did a wine for me, but me did I tell her the whole time. Now that I've listened to the video, I was telling her the whole time, I said, me drunk, you know, and I can't handle you right now. The kind of wine where you fling. I said that to her. And next thing you know, me up on the ground, bro.
Before we move forward, what you accent, but I'm Trini boy.
what really going on, children?
But the major mistake You ready for it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a small mistake whenever relevant, right?
Right.
They didn't have the phone and the microphone was off, right?
Yeah.
The major mistake was the date. The date. I believe they had said that it was cancelled in 2023.
No, that wasn't the major mistake. I'm gonna give everybody this. The major mistake is in writing in the video. I'm gonna write the wrong thing in the video.
Oh, fair enough. My answer was that you say it was cancelled in 2023, but it was actually 2024.
Yeah. Best of the best.
Yeah.
It was cancelled in 2023 too.
23 and 24?
Yeah. It was gone for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right, bro. Manners. Good try. So I'm giving a clue now. Come on, want somebody take that 200 here, right? The major mistake is actually written in the video, and it's the wrong information that's written in the video. And also, what major change did I do to that video from yesterday when I put it up till this morning? That one is something that everybody can see. All right. So I didn't get to finish the video because we went to Beyonce concert last night. Watch Onika now. You went to, how was the Beyonce concert, Onika? Was it good? I know Beyonce was flinging out them heavy tickets. I know the tickets aren't cheap. Vibes Cartel price tickets. I'm so glad to see reggae music on a level where, you know, at least some of the artists, them, the top tier ones who've earned it, can make that money. Did y'all see Beanie Man's live performance? His concert. You want to say Beanie Man concert? I believe, was it at the USB? It was phenomenal. Onika St. John. Yeah, a Beyonce is nothing less is expected. She is that. Did y'all see Beanie Man's show? And Bounty Killer is about to do Barclays as well. The same venue where Cartel shut down back to back. Bounty is about to get his turn there. Why take more than 22 hours from Flatbush to the Lincoln Tunnel? Why it takes more than 2 hours? Because the place was jammed up. But that's New York traffic though. That's New York traffic though. Especially when you got something going on. Y'all should have took the train. And when I was living there and they got anything big going on, I was going to like any park or any event, I would take the train. I wouldn't even drive. King Big says, I saw the empty seats. You see the empty seats for what? For Beanie Man show? I'm not going to lie. Beanie Man show was full of vibes. I've said this before and I'll say it again because you can't take away a man's greatness, right? Beanie Man is one of the top tier performers in dancehall music. He was the first artist that I saw in dancehall that commanded a band the way that he did. I know I'm sidebarring from what I really want to talk about, but a Beanie Man first, me say, come on, one band. Like Beanie move and the band move. And he was doing some little movement and the band would pump, 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 pump. I mean, I said, damn, what kind of rehearsal they must have went through to be able to coordinate that like the way that it's coordinated. And you know, Beanie always a dance for the stage and him use up the whole stage and him engage the crowd and thing. He's a master performer. So I didn't expect a boring show from him. The place was packed. I mean, I know King Big Sam say empty seat. I didn't see no empty seat, or maybe I wasn't looking for empty seat. But I thought the place was packed, and he brought out a bunch of people, of course, supporting acts like Fambo, Future Fam. I'm drinking rum and Red Bull, and them kind of something there, and bring out some other more people out there. Me have to follow me heart, wanna kaka wanna hen, but the kaka put me in a problem. Me have to say, you know, and bring out different artists and stuff. I thought Beanie had a damn good show. I thought he had a damn good show. Yeah, King Big says it was a good vibes, but a lot of empty seats. Jerome says, Flo, why you want to get rid of the 200 so bad? How we grow that suspicious? Me no matter what win it. I just kind, me feel kind. People give to me, so I give back. You know, big up Trini LB. Trini LB, man. Trini LB, stay looking out. People give to me, so I give back. You know, Jerome, now make it look so. Jerome said, boy, I thought, oh, it look, me not even bad. I want the 200. Why you want to give it $200 so bad? Yo, but nothing attached to it, my brother. I just vibes. I just, just vibes. But I really want somebody to give it to answer the question, and I'm not giving it away until somebody answers that specific them two questions there. What was the mistake in writing that I made in that video that is the wrong information, and what should the right information be? Me give you the clue already. It's in writing. The next one is I made a major change to that video from when I first uploaded it until this morning. And what was that major change? Beenie Man is a performer for sure. True that traffic is irregular. Boy, I would love go see Bounty. Charlotte says, boy, Charlotte, you know one thing about Bounty? Bounty never lost his audience. And because Bounty Killer have such a high respect in dancehall music, in the culture, I know for sure that Bounty in Brooklyn especially, Bounty Killer is like a Vibes Cartel in a Brooklyn. The same kind of energy and the same kind of fan base and the same kind of crowd that will turn out to see him. So Bounty show is gonna be something else. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
SOUFLO, my brother.
What go on, bro?
We have to know this morning.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of number in a purple me see in my chat? What the 1, 2, 3 and 2, 2 1? What they go on this up?
Hold on, let me see. You know, some I don't know what that means. Me see Onika.
That's some King Mix. That's some King Mix.
Me see them. Me see.
Me understand what they go on this up.
Yeah, me don't know neither. Cause me see Onika St. John with a number 1 and one crown in a purple.
When we just enter the chat. Me see me have number 2. No, me don't understand what they go on. What they go on?
Me don't know. They explain it to me. I me see Jerome with a white one beside him, number 3 with a crown.
So it has a community leaderboard. What kind of community leaderboard are going over here?
No, number 2. King Big King Big that's for the number 2.
Then give me a back right there. Me got them back in number 2 because me comment on number 2. Me see come up.
Yeah, King Big dash it to it.
So what it looks like is going on.
It's who giving the most comments and who is engaging the video more. I like that.
Yeah.
I like.
Let me just realize it.
I like
just
it.
Just realize it.
Lady J said there's an explanation. Read it.
Learn stuff
Yes, my brother, come me learn too. Come me never know what it was about.
All right, let's see.
All right, man. All right. Hey, but then I look perplexed because I'm thinking I'll figure it out eventually what it is. I'm glad to say live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Morning, SOUFLO.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm all right.
All right.
Why guess?
Mm-hmm.
Is it be with someone that makes you happy?
No. It's in okay, no. Also, it's in writing. I'm gonna give you even more. I was the one that wrote it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
I'll try. Okay.
All right. Nice try though. All right. There's a poster on the wall in the house that we were in, and it says a monkey writing or something, and it says be with someone that makes you happy, but then it cross out the with. And I thought, damn, that's a nice message. Don't worry about being with someone that makes you happy. How about being a person that make yourself happy? So it cross out the someone, and it says be. It says the with, and it says be someone that makes you happy. That's a deep message. Be someone that make yourself happy. And you know how many people they don't make themselves happy. You know, they think I have to be with someone who can make me happy. Listen, it no matter who you be with, if you can make you happy, nobody you are with can ever make you happy. Who you are with can probably add to your happiness or enhance your happiness, but them can make you happy if you are a naturally miserable person or if you have issues that's going on that is unresolved and these kind of things. So I like that one. That was in the video for real. Wait, what Fox don't lie say? Hold on there. Live on the air with SOUFLOW. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Prof.
Morning, family. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm blessed. I just ran out of the classroom to see if I can answer this.
Yes.
Okay. So I saw quite a few things, but now you say it's something that you wrote, so it threw me off.
It's a mistake.
It's a mistake.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You just said it's not how to make yourself happy. And I did have that written down as well.
No.
You have the coconut correct.
That's not a
All
mistake.
right. I see the number on the house, which I wish that wasn't there. I don't know if that's what you cut out.
No, that wasn't a mistake.
Okay. All right. So I have everything wrong then.
Yeah, the number on the house, I wouldn't worry about that because they still wouldn't know where the location of that property is, regardless.
I know, but because you was driving out and driving down the road, yes, you can pick it up. There are ways you can do. Anyway, that's
all
not
right,
the point.
all right.
You don't live there.
All right.
You don't live there, so it's okay.
All right.
All right, I'll be listening.
Manners.
All right, boss.
All right, so that wasn't it. She is right. If I was driving down the street and showing like different street names and stuff, someone could be able to, oh, I just saw Elmer's Street. All right, so let me go 1675 Elmer's. Boom, I locate the house. But I was careful not to put any of that in there, you know what I mean? So you saw the number of the house, but in that area, they put it pretty much everywhere look the same anyways. So it's not like they could pinpoint it specifically. Anyway, I know that. It's not that. Facts don't lie, people do says. Nobody not take away from Beanie. He's a great entertainer. His legacy can't be erased. The problem was he was trying to compete with Vybz Kartel, which Kartel take the crown from 20 level. So he should have chill. Oh man, you know what? There is no competing with Vybz Kartel. And I'm not just saying this because I've said over the years he's my favorite dancehall artist. But there is no competing with him. There's nobody in our genre that is writing more effective than he is. There's nobody that is racking numbers up more. I did a video the other day just to show you all how the workload, the speed at which he's creating and putting out content and earning from it. So it gives you a mindset where you can actually calculate. And that's the way I watch the man pocket. But people are asking like, damn, how he make so much money? How come? Well, I can pretty much show you how or tell you how. His work ethic is sick and he's getting paid for everything he's doing. That's it. So when me did I do the thing now, the video, I put in all the things that he's done so far leading up to and what's coming next. That man work pace is so fast. I miss out about 3 something. That's major that I should have saw and put in the video. Like not even me, I can't keep up. Even when you go study him, you can't keep up. And because of that, nobody is competing with him on that level at all. Not to mention, you know, it's not like him put out garbage. Cartel videos are always impressive, entertaining, well put together kind of videos, tell a story. I don't know, I'll be asking about my Jamaicans, like my other Jamaican entertainers, like them don't have, are they not working with a good videographer slash person who can edit them thing properly, or what, them not have the resources to do it, or what is it? Because he was doing that even while he was in prison. Live on the air with SOUFLOW. Good morning.
Morning, SOUFLOW.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right. Talk to me now.
Oh, me not part of the member, but we don't need to say we are speaker, we want to get it right.
You're not part of the membership, so you can't get it. Me no want. No, next thing, we're going to make you whisper and somebody going to hear it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, we're not talking.
Wait, give me a hint.
This SB.
Okay, don't give me no hint. But pop off on the microphone. No? Hold on there. Hold on there. Wait. Can me do this before, you know, and the mic was actually still live. Let me see if I can bury the mic here. All right. Whisper and tell me what you think it is.
If you whisper now,
Yeah.
I something. Check it out.
I saw.
You
All
right?
right. Jesus Christ. Why you never have your membership though? You have it
You
enough?
right. You want to get it right.
You did get it.
Okay, this is
All right. SD, big up yourself.
alright.
All right. Damn. See, there's a rule to the game that you have to have your membership to the channel to get it. She had the only one to get it right so far. But yeah. Got it though. Mike not buried. We're still here, Ferran say. But well, if you're still here, then you have the answer then. All right. Watch out now, Rotted Club. Live on the air with SOUFLOW. Good morning.
Greetings, SOUFLOW. This man was supposed to come in on a good English Queen voice and them things, you know.
Why? Yeah, brother. Talk.
I know some Mervyn the point. You know some Mervyn the point. That's straight part of the language. You know?
See it.
But me always have it as much experience from primary school.
Eh.
But guess what?
What?
10 to 1 can be $500.
Jesus Christ. Wait there. No, me say I'm typing wrong. At $10.
$10 for one.
At the first
Can be 500.
a 50 coconut me count on the tree, you know. And me said $10 for one of them. So
Yeah.
if 50 coconut at $10 a piece, how much? $250. What? Because that's I answer no, but
You see, that's a problem.
yeah, me I never know maths brain, but that is a mistake, but that wasn't the mistake when me I talk about.
Oh, that was not the mistake I thought about.
No, the one that me I talk about. Hold on, do the
Well,
maths similar man. Pull up your all right, my brother.
Because me here you say 1 tree and 50 coconut that sell. Oh, okay, I got that. I said 10. So anyway.
Yeah, man, my right man. 50 times 10 or 500. All right, my brother. Manners.
Blessings, good.
Me know you say me I question myself now, because me I say me know maths was never my favorite thing. If you ever talk to me about maths, and I see Shakir do some rotted maths in this house here, right? To go get fair degree. I mean I said to myself, because I want to keep on going to school, pursuing. I'm going for the highest degree so that when we reach back at Jamaica, I can put myself on a level, because I have plans for that stage of life, right? So it's all a part of the journey. Maths are holding me back. Me not lie. I see my wife do some maths in here, and maths turn me off to the point where anytime you say 3 and start say plus, if you start adding letters to the maths, just leave me outside. Matter of fact, me and you enemies, don't speak. Nobody speak to me, go talk to somebody else. Me hate maths that much, but me know say me like maths, me basic maths, good. Because at the first me ever look on, not even in Jamaica, I never seen this. I first me look on a coconut tree and count 50 coconut in the one tree. And me say, if you look at the video, I'm saying, blows and skirt, yo, me feel like a Jamaica me there. The land in that part of Miami is just so fruitful. Everybody around there have guava tree, mango tree, guinea tree, plum tree, this tree, that tree, the coconut tree, them loaded. I stand up on video and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I reach 20. I say, rotted enough coconut this 21, 22. I reach 30. I reach 40. I say, no man, 41, 42, 43, 44. And upon one side, you know, because I couldn't see around the other side of the coconut tree. I say, yo, them people here blessed and don't even know it, because they don't look like they even pick them coconut there, them just stay up there till whatever happened to them. So no, I know the coconut something, but me did I think, because I told wifey, I said, yo, me want to go over there and offer the man some money for some of them coconut them. But then me say coconut I sell down the road for $10 for one. And I said, yeah, that's a $500 tree right there. if him sell you 50 coconut at $10 a piece, right? So that's where that came from. All right, I love maths, my favorite subject. No, sir, Naisha, me and you can't be friended. Well, we could be friends because you might have to go help me. But no, maths is not my thing at all, at all, at all. My brain just lock off maths from my dad's really good at math, on an engineering level. Me not good at maths at all. Like my brain locked off maths purposely. I have the kind of brain where if I don't need it for survival, my brain dump it. So me will learn how to do it just to get by, and then once me get by, me fling it away. So don't ask me how to do it again. Don't ask me how me pass the class there. Don't ask me how me get to, because I will never. Nobody is ever gonna come up to me in life and say 2x plus 3b equals what? Nobody, and I will never have to answer that to say of anything. So me not worried about it. Now, if me have to understand how $3 plus $2 equal $5, and if me give you $10, you must give me back $5 change if the thing costs $5. Now me can understand that, right? Basic math. Anyhow, that is not the answer. All right. I'm still waiting for somebody to call and tell me the answer. The person who called, though, she has the answer. She's just not in green on the channel. I wish you were in green because I would have gave you the money right away. Right? All right. In the meantime, we have some other things to talk about, Like, let me start off with some questions. Frivolous questions. Would you marry someone who made less than $10,000 per year if they treated you like royalty? Yes or no, and why? We're going to spend like 5 minutes on each one of these questions. No too long thing, because we have some serious thing to talk about as well. Would you marry someone who made less than $10,000 per year if they treated you like royalty? Yes or no, and why? $10,000 a year. That means that a person there make less than $1,000 a month. Because it's 12 months. Here we go with the maths again, because it's 12 months in a year. $10,000 a year, but they treat you like royalty. Lady J says no. Lady J says no. We're not going down the island no 10 grand a year, brother. You have to go up your thing. Not even if they treat you like royalty, Lady J said no. What would they be doing? Charlotte says. What do you mean, what would they be doing, Charlotte? Like they treat you like royalty. They're in their field, whatever their field is, it just does not pay. After taxes and everything, they make about $10,000 a year. Would you still be with that person? Missy Brum Brum says, yes, I would, because we're going to build together. All right, Mr. Brum Brum, me like that one there. Charlotte says, so they're basically unemployed. They're basically unemployed. Hold on, how much you say you make a year again? A year? This your week? Is this your monthly salary or you're missing some papers? Because I didn't ask for your monthly salary. I asked for your annual, like your yearly. They're like, no, that's my annual. Annual mean year, right? A year? This. So you unemployed. Jeez. She says, so the person basically unemployed then. Hold on then. Mr. Bram Bram says, him will do most of the homework. All right. They're basically unemployed. Now your TV lifestyle says they would bring home a little bit over $800 a month. And as long as they have a plan to become more, maybe maybe I met them then when they were at their low. But they are ambitious. That's an ambitious man, LOL. All right, so you would do it too, or you would wait until they become more. Remember, I said, would you marry them? And I talk about date them and wait for potential to fulfill. I'm talking about going into marriage. And one thing you need to remember is this. People have a lot of plans for what life is going to be down the road. I've seen a lot of people with these plans, and years later, they're still on the same thing, right? So you have to ask yourself, could I handle that? I married you looking at potential. but things can potentially not work that way either, and you can potentially still be making $10,000 a year for the next 10 years even. So the question is, would you do it? Charlotte says, when I was younger, yes. Yeah, big woman, no. Expenses. Mel says, no, I'm too old and wise. That's how couples end up living under a bridge. That's how couples end up living under a bridge. Just in love with each other under the bridge. Eh? Forget FPL. When I have no FPL bills, no gas. So, I'm too old and wise. Wait there, absolutely not, says Michelle Taylor. Michelle Taylor RN says absolutely not. Not even knowing or absolutely not. Donna Davis says yes, would be great at home working. No, the person I forgot to work. I can't structure that person here about homework. Them have them own work I do. They just don't make a lot. Mr. Bram said me I married him clot. Him no him no have nothing to figure look. Matey. Nobody don't want him. She said me I married him clot. Him no have nothing. Him no have nothing to figure look matey with. First one him see. First one him try to talk to from she hear fee salary she gone. Oh. Naya says, marry them? Oh, no. No. Oh, wait, the Onika St. John says, 10,000? It's part-time? Part-time? Y'all cracking me the hell up. It's not part-time and the person's salary. That's their annual salary. Marriage? 10,000? What? No. Yo. This day and age, you gotta be bringing in over about $4,000 a month just to survive. You're not lying. You're not lying. I'm trying to see if anybody would take the bait, right? And be like, listen, if a person treats me like royalty, then that is worth more than money can buy. I'd rather be with a person who make a little bit of money or no money and treat me like royalty than be with a person who make a whole lot of money and treat me like shite. And is not my match and is not somebody I want to be with. So I know it's a hard pill to swallow that one day. But please remember to like the live. Big up yourself, family. I appreciate you greatly. Let me see who else said. Grace James says, I did it when I was young. And when he made it, he took everything and he said that I'm not in his category. Damn. Wow. You did it when you were young and when you supported his dreams and everything. And when he made it, him take everything until he said, you're not in a theme category. Yo, wickedness can't done, you know. Hold on, live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Hi, SOUFLO Nisha. You always call me Naisha.
It's Nisha.
But
okay, I've got it now, Nisha.
Yes. So I want to try the question.
Yes. Go ahead.
I think the mistake that you made was with your wife's YouTube name.
And
you write follow her as Shakira Spear, which should have been brains and the beat.
You got it. You got it. you got it. All right. So what major change did I make to this video from last night to today? I think
I'm gonna bet it on the title.
The title, yes, I did. I'll give you that because I changed the title and the icon. Yeah. But you got it. All right. So here's what you do. Because I don't, you're not gonna give out your information over the phone. So you're gonna just shoot me a SOUFLOTV@gmail.com. Say it to me. Okay. All right. So shoot me that and then send me your info. SOUFLOTV @gmail.com. Says me, Nisha, And here is my. Give me your PayPal. I mean, you have Cash App. You have Cash App.
I might tell you to send it to my mom. She's in America.
Okay, does she have Cash App?
I think she has Zelle. You do Zelle?
Jesus Christ, me hate zealousy. Because you have to go in your account, and then if you have the PayPal, we'll run it right away.
Yeah. All right, I have PayPal. Yeah.
All right, so set that up, send me the information, and we'll take care of the rest.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
All right, big up yourself here. I appreciate you greatly.
All right, cool.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
All right, so the winner is Nisha. All right, Nisha, let me write down her name real quick. So Nisha is the winner of that. Nisha for the 200 win. All right, awesome. She got it. So in the video, I put follow. If you watch the video, the piece of the video where we're at Best of the Best at the concert, and it go right in that. If you watch the video there, when you see me drop over and the camera flick up in the ear, yeah, that's how me did fall over. If you listen closely, you will hear me telling Brains, I tell Shakira, say, yo, me drunk, you know. Me can't handle you right now, you know, them kind of wine the way I fling back. I think it was Skinny Fabulous was on stage. And then ball out something about you, show me your worst behavior. Live on the air with SOUFLO, good morning.
Oh, it's Miriam SOUFLO. When she first me, I was like, I'm gonna get my membership and call you back.
She got it.
Yeah, but right as she called, we did a call.
Really? Yeah. Me hear the caller come in, but she got it.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna just get my membership all time. I mean, watch everything you post. You see me always a comment.
Stay tuned for the rest of them, man, because we do these from time to time, you know?
Because the last time when with your grandfather picture, I knew it, but I wasn't a member. So
you see? So you keep on find the answer them, but don't have the membership.
Yes,
you gotta fix that up. You have to fix that up.
Just get it.
All right then. Well, stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right. Big up yourself.
All
right. Yeah. So me drop over. Cause Shakira did that and she start wind back for me. It was feeling so good. I figured out what it was after watching the video when me edited to put it up. So me call her, she was in the next room yesterday. I said, babe, no, me here. She laugh out. She in the next room, next part of the house. I watch the video and me here. And me I say, why you laugh so fast? She said, babe, you come in like say me push you over, you know. And me say, yes, you push me over, yes. Because me just watch it too. And me realize that she push me over. Wicked woman. Me in my white shirt and everything. I lucky things. I never do you. Kin over in front of the people them. Me say, part of me did embarrass you see. But then I was like, you know what? F it. You only live once. I'm out here having some fun and I ain't hurting nobody. So liquor busting on my head, you drop down one time, I saw the thing already. I be telling people all the time too. I said I can be very corporate and professional, and then but when you see me out and I'm out to party, please don't make you think said that is all of me. When it's time to have fun, I'm really into having fun. You know what I mean? And then when it's time to get serious, we can get serious. You know, some people stuck up all the time. Even when it's time to have fun, them stay the same way. That's not me. I want to have fun when it's time to have fun, right? So, and she pushed me over, man. But it was her information I put on the video. I said, follow Wifey at Brains and the Beat on YouTube. That's the wrong information because she changed it. And I was hoping that some of the ladies in here who follow her actually knew it and none of you did. It's, I said, follow her at Shakira Spear, but she changed it back to Brains and the Beat. Remember, we had a conversation the other day when I said she finally listened to me, but it took years for her to listen to me because her channel was growing super fast. And there's something about the algorithm in YouTube. If you change the name of your platform, it reshuffled. And she changed it to Shakira Spear, which people started saying, SOUFLO, how come you can't find Brains? Which part she gone? Where's she there? And I said, she there on YouTube still, you know. Her name changed to Shakira Spear. Nobody was resonating with that name. And me tell her from day one, I say you should have never changed Brains and the Beat. It meant something, and that's how you started your channel. Just grow on what you started. Look for where our channel mean, right? Brains and the Beat. I've explained it before. Brains because she have brains. She's going to school. She's doing her nursing thing. It takes brains to do that, right? She's pursuing a higher degree in the nursing field. So that's where the brains come from. And then the beat part is because she did makeup. She used to do makeup. She used to get paid to do makeup. She was good at makeup for people, wedding parties, and all these other things. So brains and the beat, beating, get your face beat when women say, she put those two together and put brains and the beat. I say, yo, that's a nice concept. Don't ever change that. She get up one day and change it. But I've outgrown this now. I said, my girl, if you change it, your channel are gonna get stuck. And it's gonna be forever before you grow again. She now listen to me, she change it. See that? After she changed it, it was like it was stuck at that number and it like just wouldn't grow no more. She changed it back now. So it's no longer Shakira Spear, a name which I just did not like. It's back to being Brains and the Beat. While we're saying that, a woman said her name is she has a book. She has a bunch of books out, but one of her book, I can't remember her name right now. One of her books, somebody might be able to. One of her books is The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. Sister Rashad or Sharad, something like that her name is. But she had a saying where she said, a lot of you women are not even earning at the level that you could be earning at simply because you will not listen to that man that God has put in your life to guide you. That's what he's there for. He's there to guide you. He's there to protect you. He's there to guide. Sister Ali, thank you, King Biggs. Sister Ali said he's there to protect you. He's protecting you. You're enjoying his protection. He's there to provide. He's providing. You're enjoying the provisions. And he's guiding you, but you don't want to take the damn guidance. And when she said that, I said, yo, if I'm not wifing that, I don't know, right? So only she had listened to me. But hey, she listened, but it took years later for she listened. Anyway, shout out to the winner of that $200. Nisha, link up and get your money, right? So nobody now married. Only 2 people in here is married and somebody who make $10,000 a year. $10,000 a year can't do a damn thing nowadays. Honestly, my truck had a problem the other day. Wifey truck had a problem the other day. $1,000 first visit, $1,600 or something the next visit. That's just for her vehicle. My truck had a problem the other day. We ended up spending $19,000 on that truck altogether. I mean, it should have came out better, but you know, we did get trickle along the way and had to go to a different person to fix what somebody else frig up. But long story short, it was almost $19,000 on that one vehicle. So imagine somebody with 10 grand, like what the 10 grand I gonna do? What 10 grand I gonna do? But I mean, you can't put a price on being treated like royalty either, you know what I mean? You really can't. You really can't. So it's either you're there with somebody, if that's the option, who is broke, but they treat you like royalty, or maybe them a treat you like royalty because them broke. That's another part. Like Grace James said, I did it when I was younger. And when he finally got up and running and get him everything, him start telling me say I wasn't in his league and left me. So that too. Sometimes people treat you like you're royalty because them broke. Them broke and you are pay all the bills and you willing to pay for the treatment, you know? But make them get on them foot. And you see the real them come out. Like the saying goes, you'll never know a man's true self until you give him lots of money. If you want to know a person's true self, give them lots of money. Because everybody is humble when they're broke, right? They're yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, and I appreciate it, and thank you. You know, I really appreciate that. You know, I wasn't expecting that. Them get whole heap of money when them not ask you for nothing, depend on nobody for nothing. They don't even have to show gratitude because they got it. A beer suck, come on. Oh, and you can't talk to me and where they are. You know who me is, and people completely change. So A character of a person really comes out when they actually have a lot of money. In a relationship, that would be hard to decipher. Is this person treating me like royalty because them broke out me I take care of them? Or are they treating me like royalty because them really dig me? Give them money and find out. Give them some money and find out. Missy Brum Brum says, I am very ambitious, so I will have a home help part-time. Me will do it. Not changing. I'm gonna have nobody for cuss with. All right then. All right then. Next one. Let me see what's the other one on the board. This one is kind of rough. 10 years. 10 years into, listening up. 10 years into your marriage, right? You made her mad. That's why she changed it, says Lady J. Yeah, I did. I made her mad, so she changed it from Brains and the Beat to big off it said to Charlotte's Charlotte's Law. I made her mad at the time, so she changed it from. But I'm teaching her. I'm still teaching her to be unshakable. You know what I mean? Be unshakable. My wife's sensitive, but I'm guessing that's women. That like some of her videos should private them because somebody said something about the kids them or something. I'm not that kind of person. I'm the kind of person where if you really don't pay my bills, I really don't care what you have to say about me. Like I'll be like, cool, cool. That sounds personal though. Like, go deal with that over there so with yourself, cause of your thing. That I'm on my way, unbothered. But she's not like that. And I was trying to teach her how to be that. I guess I don't know, my teaching did too harsh or something like that. So she took it offensively and ended up changing the name of the channel. Wait there. That's right, Charles. That's like a Tyler Perry movie, Acrimony. I haven't seen Acrimony. Audrey Wright says, stick with you when I drink beer, sugar, and water, and dry bread. But left you as soon as they can afford Red Lobster. Sugar and dry bread. Sugar and water and dry bread. I'm all yours, honey. Soon as I can afford some lobster and shrimps, I'm out. And you weren't a part of it. I did this on my own too. Yeah, matter of fact, they did they hold me down. If me never did with them, would I make it earlier? You have some wicked people out there for real in our real life. But those people never last. Because I truly believe in something called karma. I feel like say if you do somebody that who actually really check for you, there's a saying that goes like this, man. Karma will never allow you to hurt somebody who really truly had your best interest at heart, really checked for you, respected you, loved you unconditionally, and then you hurt them and just get away with it. That's bad karmic energy. You can't do wrong to somebody who holds you in high regard and it don't come back to you. It's coming back. It's coming back. And the funny thing about life, it'll come back at a time when you never expect it. Like somebody like that now, they leave you, them things and them go find the perfect somebody now. Oh, and my new person look better than you. And she look like she's supposed to be in a magazine. And she this or he this and he that. That person is loading. That will be the dagger in their back. You just have to wait and see. Because karma have a way of building it. Building it. Yeah, it's everything you wanted. Yes, man. Everything nice. Yeah, give him a good run to. Year pass, 2 years pass, all kind of something going on in that background, you don't know yet. Wait till you find out. Heart attack. Build it nice, nice, nice. You'll remember what you did wrong. Your karma will make you remember that good person. Holy man out there right now will tell us, say, yo, should have never left that woman there, Best thing will ever happen to me, Me don't know star, me go pick up across this girl and from that my life mash up. Or even the other way around. I should have never left that man. Best thing ever happened to me. And the way I left too, me see it now, boy. It happens all the time. People just not talk about it because it's shameful. But karma is very real. And I do nobody wrong who had my best interest at heart. So I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be one of the people that to do it. You know what I mean? Karma is real, man. Very, very real. And you can't skip it either. I tell people this all the time. I say you could run to religion And that God of that religion that you run to, your business between you and that God is your business between you and that God. But karma is no respecter of any religion. Karma not in no religion. Karma is not Hindu, Christian, Muslim. Karma not in none of that. Karma is just karmic energy. And it's coming. Once you put it out in the universe, just know that it's out there and it's like a tornado building and it's coming. So whether it's good, you're gonna get hit with a tornado of goodness eventually. If it's bad, you're gonna be hit with a tornado of badness eventually. It goes around, goes around, goes around. Why you think them say what goes around comes around? You ever look at a tornado and see how it goes around? Yeah, and it goes around. That's your karmic energy. It goes around. It's coming back around. It's coming back around. Why? I'm afraid of karma. I'm not like. Once I was conscious of what karma is, the thing is, some people are never conscious of what karma is. All when them a suffer, all when it beat them down to the ground, to when them flat on them belly like a snake, they still think somebody else fault and somebody do this to me, and it's that person and it's that person. A lot of times it's you. It's you. It's you and the things that you have done, the energies you have put out into the universe. Yeah. Me no want to get licked down on my belly like a snake again. Yeah. Yup. When I did bedside care as a nurse technician, oh boy, the stories that men and women who treat people well or have them alone, and I don't follow idiot friends. Misery loves company, says Onika St. John. J. Robinson says, if you spit in the sky, it will fall back in your eye. That's another one. Enough people spit in the sky and move right and think it now I'm gonna lick them. Hold on. Wait. They say people obey them. S Diva, you in now? S Diva, them say people obey them all kind of something. Somebody obey me. Jesus Christ, nothing now work for me. And somebody obey me, you know, me have to go wash off the salt off for me. I go down a mineral bath, go wash off the salt, and nothing wrong with you. Karma. Karma found you. I say a year time and y'all get paid now. That's what you're experiencing. Jaja. All right. Hear this one. 10 years into your marriage, right? 3 children with the love of your life. And then you find out that the person who you're with is gonna share the same father. This is your brother or sister. 10 years into a marriage. You're with the love of your life. Y'all have produced 3 beautiful children. You find out after all this, life is perfect. You and your spouse share the same father. DNA related. What is your next move? What is your next move? What is your next move? What y'all gonna do after this? Are we divorcing? Are we moving far away? Are we losing contact? Are we staying together and sticking through this too? What is your next move? Boy, I mean, no sense, Audrey. Have mercy, God, man, that hurt me. Says J. Robinson. 10 years into your marriage, life is blissful, perfect. You have to say, God, I thank you so much. I am so blessed and highly favored. All this for me. You know when life good like that, all this for me. 3 picnic 10 years in. Yes, Lady J, you're already in 10 years and 3 children. So what you gonna do? Because you just find out that this is your sibling. This is your father picnic. Onika says my heart would break. Yeah, but after the heartbreak, then what are you going to do? Are you staying? Are you leaving? What you do? Crystal G said me a stay because it gone bad already. It gone bad already. We can't fix this. This done. We just gonna stay right there, so. Staying is gonna be rough, you know. Cause you have to go wake up every day. Crystal G now, the next time you and your hubby go in the bedroom and you know I work it out, you're gonna say your brother have your pan back on. How that go work? Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Yo, bro, what?
I'm there, I know family. What?
Brother, may I listen to the program and yo, you know, so it's a rough game I play. But no, not play them game the body.
Better run prof this morning, brother.
Bro, not to them something.
John. But I read something will happen already.
Now look into why I say, and I said to myself, say, all right. If I some far down cousin and me have them the feeling there, I never feel hurt same way. Just imagine if I'm a sister. Bro, me not answer that question.
You not answer it.
Me not answer it. Me don't know. Me feel like me a Joan already.
John, no. Yeah, that one the rough.
Bro, the one that it hit me hard, bro. Big man thing.
Yeah, that happened though, you know. A real scenario me I take it from can actually happen recently to a couple. So a real thing, yes, brother. Matter of fact, them have the same mother and same father. But them, them have the same mother, same father. Them get put in they got put up for adoption, and they got adopted by two different family. And one family move away with the boy, and one stayed in the same city with the girl. And them through at a college, they met in college and had the same interest in everything, etc. She moved, come back which part she did born, and after them have children and everything, they found out that they were brothers and sisters from the same mother, same father.
Bro, you see why it is important. My grandmother always tell me, you know. Now if a family back turn inside, I see him what I call you.
Same.
Try not who are your cousin or your loved one.
Yeah.
And then if they say put anything on your cousin there, it's going to be judgment between you and you.
Same. Them used to tell me that too. You know, you have only family about the place, so be careful.
Yes, be careful. So bro, that sister something there. That mighty.
You're rough, man.
You know what?
You're rough. You're rough. You're rough. Then imagine I see your mother, I see your father, that's your sister. Oh God. Not even me don't know what me would have done. Me just ask a question to see what other people would have done. I don't know how me would take that.
I swear.
Can't look for your sister like that again.
Who have the answer there, keep it to themselves. Who find out, keep it to themselves.
All right, sir. But go back to manners. The brother say that the one that too rough him now answer that. Hold on. Onika St. John says, I might stay because it's a half sibling and we didn't know. But I think the husband would have a problem. Relationship will be strained. Audrey, talk about it now. The Rolling Stone daddy them. When I make all our pick them know that them have a next. You see? So that's one principle of mine, right? I said, listen, I'm making everybody know. And I remember when me and Shakira first got together and she was like, yeah, but you have children already. And how are you going to introduce if we have a new child together and everything like that? I said, what kind of question is that? Anybody who can get in line which part my children are concerned, them can go on. Like I'm not never put nothing over my children as far as them knowing each other. And me not just want them to know each other. Me want them grow up with each other so them build a bond with each other. So they grow up knowing that's my baby sister. That's my brother. You see how my children them close? That was planned, orchestrated, and then put together like that purposely. So nothing like this would have ever happened. Because them something here happen all the time. Them something here happen all the time. You know, saying in Jamaica, you have man, we have picnic in almost every parish. You know? And there's a lot of crossbreeding going. Brother meet sister, don't even know say I'm sister. Because I'm father, wild child them. And because him feel like say why she who come from way down a St. Ann and me come from way up a Clarendon. So there's no way we could be related. And it turns out your daddy did in a St. Ann and him drop that off around there, your sister that. So you gotta think about these things, right? King Big says my grandfather had 25 children from Portland to exchange. So me have to be careful. So me have to be careful. Yo, that's typical though, man. That's typical of Jamaican men. Mr. Brown said another couple been at college, and when they got serious and engaged, they found out by sharing photos of parents that they were so heartbroken. Yeah, I know. I think I know about that story, but I know about the story of the couple that went to the same college, and they had a similar interest, and they graduated with the same degree, and them have life plan how them are gonna build company and do this and do that, and I think they had 2 children, and something led to something where they end up finding out that we were there. They were both adopted, which is one of the things that drew them to each other as well. Man, if you read their story, it was just like a setup for failure. I'm so into her because, she went through a similar stuff like I did. She knows what abandonment feels like. She knows what it feels like to be in a foster home. She knows what it feels like to be adopted and then get into a good family and be raised in a good family, but not knowing who our parents are. She knows. So it draw them closer and closer and all along because they both came from the same friggin' parents. That's rough. That is rough. Karen Notice says, that's why I went somewhere far, but I found out that my mom went to school with my mother-in-law, so it wasn't that far. Oh, man. Mr. Brown says, all the police, them, every station, them post, them breed 3 each. It's a common thing. If them say if your man drive truck at Jamaica, if him do construction work on the island, which other work again? If him drive any kind of driving him do in a Jamaica, taximan / busman, construction, truckman, builder, them man, the journeyman, them electrician, them a work on a hotel down Ochi, we have to go down there on the contract or string up the thing and left you way up a Clarence. Yeah, delivery man. We don't have no rotted behavior, We're terrible, DJs, anything that have to do with music and entertainment. Yeah. Just not even just the DJ, anything we have to do with music or entertainment. If him sell clothes, rotted. If him sell clothes and shoes and hair, just no say. I ain't putting my brother's business out there, but I'm saying if him sell clothes and shoes and hair, you see when time all back to school time come, and Keisha with her stiff breast and her round body and her small waist come, and she said, boy, my little youth don't have no shoes, but I see you have some pair of clocks, and I want to put them in a pair of clocks, and I see you have book bag you sell, and them something there, and all my ear one do, I like the Brazilians where you have right there, so, and so it go on. Next thing, Keisha have one theme too. Yeah. 2 foot or no foot. You're still a suspect. Audrey. Soldiers. Soldiers. Yeah, 2 foot or no foot, you're still a suspect. Boy. But here what? I not just a Jamaican man them alone because remember, Jacket run the place in Jamaica. I forgot the percentage they said of children that are not the man who raising them as his own is actually his. So while we wild like that and I do all these things, we are wild and do them something there with somebody too, right? So I know we alone that's why I say us. It is the culture. It's the culture. It's a destructive part of the culture still. We laugh about it because we take serious thing, make joke, but we're gone bad already. Like that, pick the ball already, woman breed already, where you gonna do? You have to laugh about it to prevent from crying. But it's something that we probably need to not be doing though. Because there are a lot of children who are out here without not knowing who their real parents are. That's hurtful in the long run. And then worst part is you start engaging in romantic and sexual activities with your blood sibling, like them kind of thing there. Yeah, so that's bad. That's bad. But the sad part about that is if you look at our history, that wheel was already set in motion. Yeah. Them say crossbreeding bring craziness, That wheel there was already set in motion. Cause remember how them used to so in Jamaica, little island like Jamaica now, them used to have different plantations. So them would have take one from St. Elizabeth, send him go Clarendon. Take one from Clarendon, send him go so and so. And then have him breed one woman here so and then send him over so again because he's the big, virile, strong buck and sell him. Or they used to rent we out too. You know? That's funny because me used to raise rabbit, right? I remember my cousin Mark. Mark had a rabbit that people used to pay him to borrow his rabbit. So him rabbit can breed their doe, his buck. A big white buck, you know, with red eyes. And the buck there when the buck stamp him foot so the whole house went in a shake. Everybody did want that buck that for breed for them doe, cause any doe and breed one bag of baby rabbit come out tight. It's the same thing they used to do to us, you know. This one is big and strong. He's gonna give you some good field hands, some good. Well, I got Mary down there. You know, Mary is coming of age. Mary can give us some children. Won't you rent me that big, strong buck of yours? Then work out some financials, then switch hands. Next thing you know, you're shackled up and you're transferred from Clarendon to St. Elizabeth or St. Mary. You're down there, them lock you in a barn with Mary. Mary is forced to give it up. You're forced to do it. When you do it, you lock him there till Mary breed. Send him go back to Clarendon. The renting time done. Imagine that. Imagine that. That's our history. That's a part of our history that nobody talk about. The thing is, when that finished happening to us, we kept on doing it on our own after. But we made it look fun. Right. That part there. All right. One more before we get to our big topic them now. Tell me your age or your age group without telling me your age. Let me say it again. Tell me your age or your age group without telling me your age. I will go first. Walkman. One cassette player, Walkman. Remember the Walkman them? Walkman is itch on your can. It had a clip on the back of it. You itch it on the side of your belt. You put your headphones in it, put on your headphone, and it carry one cassette in it. Walkman. Tell me your age or your age group without telling me your age. So Walkman may I start off with. Let's see some of these, and then we're gonna get into our serious topics next. We used to use Chimmy. Chimmy. So Chimmy under the bed. Chimmy under the bed. Boy. Yeah, I can relate to that one there. Yes, for real. Beeper. Beeper. 8-track. Jesus Christ. Mr. Brown. The 8. My granny didn't have an 8-track, but it never worked. 8-track, for those of y'all who don't know, the CD, the cassette for the 8-track, big like a VCR cassette, but it was music that it would play. We used to use Chimmy, Audrey said. Jay Robinson says a beeper. I had a beeper. Great Goodies says black and white TV. we are come from far, you know. Black and white TV, Holland, record changer, LP, and 45. yeah. Record player, black and white TV, one station TV. Yo, man, Great Goodies, they must see in the same age group. One station TV. We never had a choice, friend. Beeper, latrine, Jamaica's independence. See the sexy? Oh, wow. All right, I get that. Big heel shoes. Sharon Spencer. The big heel shoes, them are back when you used to call sneakers crepe. And if you come from crepe era, yeah, your parents or you did have some big heel shoes too. Cause you crepe them are your Sunday best. Enamel, with the enamel cup. The enamel cup where grandma used to cool your tea in a so with two of them enamel cup or pail bucket. Turntable, pail bucket, rotted, flat top, Toyota, Cressida, King Bigs. So flat top as in the haircut. I can tell you about the Gumby and the flat top and the steers. I had all of those. Hurricane Gilbert, yeah, Gerald Pearson, we in the same group. Hurricane Gilbert, boombox days. With the buckle lamp, buckle lamp, black and white TV. Hold on there. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Yo, good morning, SOUFLO.
Morning, family.
Personalized to a home sweet home.
Come here. Home sweet home for the lampshade.
Yo, Batman,
Yo. Yo. Hold on there. Yo, that's all like nothing. Personal stove. Home sweet home. Remember home sweet home for the lampshade. I have to trim the wick. When time you get the lamp ready for if you light them the next day. What you know about that and clean lampshade? Oh, wait there. TV signing off at a certain time. And them used to play the national anthem. And the TV screen used to have all them color they go up and down. So we come from our past through the same era, my friend. Kid and play hairstyle. Wait there. Coal stove. Rotted. Coal stove. Oh, how about the iron them where you used to have to put on the coal stove? Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
You miss out the biggest and the toughest one.
Which one?
Guess which one?
Tell me.
Friday evening, Saturday morning. Genie floor polish.
Genie floor polish. And you need them red like what?
Wooden floor.
Yes.
When I talk about tile. When I talk about aluminum now on floor. Wooden floor.
Real wooden floor.
Or when your foot bottom clean. Hey. Make your footstep ever show as well.
Nice. Lick. We used to put on all old clothes and walk on them so we go across the floor. Yes. Yes. All right, my brother. Yo, hold on there. I still have home sweet home lampshades here with me. I see them at my grandmother's house still. Them something that I miss them. That iron my clothes. Yeah, remember the iron? The iron heavy, you know? Bare iron, like iron. And them used to put it in the coal stove and it get hot. And then grandma used to have like a basin with some water and she take it out of the coal stove and them go first and wipe it off for a piece of cloth and iron your clothes till it get cold. Put it back, take out the next iron. So clothes used to iron. Coconut brush, J. Robinson. Yeah, and Genie floor polish like Carla just said. And coconut brush floor. Upon your knee and you have to scrub that. The floor them used to pretty. We call them goose. The floor them used to pretty, you know. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Okay, you remember those, you know, that storyline used to come on the Friday night?
Mm-hmm.
Those, you know, oh my God, everybody tuned in to hear what next happened to the doctor.
See it?
Yes,
Dulcimina. All right. We know your era there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. See it? All right. All right. Remember school book, exercise school book with your timetables in the back on the last page. Timetables 1 through 12. And that's why we need bright, you know. Because by the time you reach certain age of Jamaica, you know your timetables all the way through, your 12 timetables at least, right? And what else? Zachariah Z, Dumpling Head. What else? I tell error, you know, I'm not telling age or date, just error. Chalk or slate, pen pals, or use newspaper to wipe off the iron. Yeah. And we used to use newspaper to clean the lampshade too. When you soften up the newspaper like this, it clean the lampshade really, really good. Me not gonna say shit a bush and wipe your body with banana leaf, but that still happen. So that don't mean nothing. My name is Roy. Look here, Pam. See Pam run. Gerald. Yo, my name is Roy. Your school desk had an inkwell for your fountain pen. Blood fire. Ninja Man versus Super Cat. From them time there. King Biggs with the bird on it. Yes, with the hummingbird on the school book. Yes, man. Newspaper clean glass real good. Used to use that clean the windows. We used to use it clean the window and the lampshade them and everything. Ah, boy. We had a time, man. We had a time for real, for real. All right, we're going to get into some topic now. I thank you all for sharing all these because first I could only come up with one, but I said I'm not worried about it. I'm going to make the audience do it. Arrow shirt. You know, say arrow shirt. Buju Banton actually put that in our song when you are muzzle with me. Number one, arrow shirt and your tight up skirt. Right along as with the palm master God earth. You don't forget to me I come from. You know, I'm going to dish your dirt. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Hey, SOUFLOTV.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
All right, talk to me now.
Nola reading book.
Nola reading book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Jerome did in here say, saying out the words to some of the book.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Right.
Hold on there. With the bird on the front, timetable on book back, Missy Bram Bram. Yep. Right now, I wish all my kids them do have them something there. Cause you have to teach them, you know, the timetables and these things. Very important. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, so go on.
But there, bro. Talk to it.
Yeah, man. I remember those days in school, man. But why I used to get a lot of beating only on the right side of the book. You couldn't write. Why we never used to write on the left side of the book?
Me no know, you know.
Are you used to write on it?
No. No.
So, and dog years, if me come in the book of dog, how does a parents beat a child as them book of dog years?
When you book them have dog years. Yes. If you take care of your book them. Oh, I remember when we used to use brown paper bag and wrap we book them.
Yeah.
Brown paper bag and tape and wrap we book them.
A long time. Yeah, man, we used to get beaten. But even the time, because the thing is that they used to let us sing things. So even to know your timetables, I used to sing 1 and 20,
2 and 20, 1 and 2 and
3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 20, 27, 28,
29, 30, 1 and 30. Memories. Yeah. Wait a long time. I sing memories, girl. Memories. Yeah.
It's a good feeling sometimes when you get memories.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things my type and said, as long as me live, me will always know how to spell Mississippi. Because MISSIPPI. So they used to let us sing and ribbit these things in our brain, you know? And that's why we did go, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that's 35,
45. You know what? But what era? Even and then here comes music. Idonia. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 100 stuff. 100 joke. 1,000 joke. Never gonna live up on an eagle. Got your money in a fever. Come check me for the dagger in. I'm going to push your bladder in. Jesus Christ. Boy. No, are we them have to live on through, you know? Is we them have to live on through. You're right, bro. Them days gone and they're not coming back.
And sometimes you try to let your kids know about them. They say, yo, Dad, yo, you're just old school.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
When my daughter said the other day, she said, here we go again, another back in my day. Well, my elbow is one. She said, here we go again, another back in my day. I said, damn.
And they will live to tell their kids their days, you know, because things just always gonna change.
But we have ours though. That's for sure. We have ours.
I remember where when we do something wrong, we know we have to roll out one hand, you get the beat in a one hand.
Next hand.
Roll out the next hand. Roll out the next hand.
And then you start to song.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you all a ball up, sometimes you turn double magnum and you don't get it.
Yo.
Hey, slow a man in me they drive, you know. And me hear you say you get one lick. And you open your mouth and I try to scream.
Nothing not come out, brother. And when they lick you, your soul that you know.
When you say your soul come out,
yeah, when they lick you, your soul one. Yo, them call that a bitch lick.
And then you know them a beat you say you don't get nothing for ball you know. Shut up your mouth.
You want me to give you something for crying for?
They're you know beating the fit tell you to shut up.
Yeah, after them done lick you make you cry already. I thought about if you want me to give you something for crying for. All right, brother. Yo, you want me to give you something for crying? Every Jamaican people we grow rough enough. All the while we were grow good, we still grow rough enough. That I think that has a big part to do with who we are. That's how we still, right? As a people. You want when them and you hey, shut up. You want me to give you something for crying for? I cry, I cry. Yeah, feel no mommy. Michelle Taylor RN, big up yourself. Michelle Taylor RN says, my firstborn, his dad has 13 kids. So while she was in, my firstborn's dad has 13 kids. While she was in college, she set out to find all her siblings because she says, Mom, I don't want to end up dating any of my brothers. And she was successful in finding every one of them. Damn. But that's what's up though, at least she did conscious. Figure do that. My kids think I'm a dinosaur, LOL. Anika, you ain't in that boat alone. My kids think the same thing too. Kai be up here talking about, oh, you damn, you old. How old are you? That and them ask me every week. Dad, how old are you again? How old are you again? Sometimes I'm like, what did I tell you about asking people their age? Leave people's age alone, man. Damn, they give you that damn look now. Why you so salty? My daughter is like, why you so defensive? I was just asking you your age. Them grow up different, cause them get to talk walk. You think me could have said that to all Miss Ruby them? Why you so defensive? I was just asking you your age. Down by the river someday. Funeral. We grew up rough, but because of it, we survive almost anything now, though, says Audrey. Absolutely. And I wouldn't change it for the world. And I'm grateful and thankful to all of them. Not just my grandparents and parents, them. I'm grateful and thankful to the community I come from, the surrounding people, them. Because back then, we actually had a community. You know, we actually had people who could have disciplined you that wasn't from your household. So I give thanks. Meet me by the river someday. You're bright. You must see your casket now and jump in it. But why are you being so defensive? I was just asking your age. Talk back where? To who? Not Miss Ruby or Mas Cleaving. Quarter water. I who did say half a book and pen, half a book. And remember when them used to cut the book them in a half? The school book them? Precious Lord, take my hand. Lead me on. Let me stand. I am tired. I am weak. I am worn. Through the stars. Always have that one church member that will swear she can't sing. And I don't know why them always put her up there. And she sound like when Croton Lizard get licked. Through that storm, through the night. Lead me on. I hear the rest of them, but hallelujah. See, we as picnic. Them you can't make them catch you a laugh, Ina, you know. I laugh after Sister Ina. Eh? Jesus don't like them something there. I laugh. Sister Ina can't sing a blood fire. But she said, through the storm. Me a little bit hoarse this morning. No, Sister Anna, you host every rotted Sunday. Every Sunday you come up back on the same thing. And always sound the same way. But it's alright. We understand now. The one when they twist up wig. Our wig catch so. I said the Anna wig catch so. And when she rock it, so it rock up. And just drop back away. So through the storm, through the night, to just catch up. Lead me on. All right, Pastor. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Take us in prayer. Like she always have a call. I always front and center, right? I was able to lead the singing pair voice louder than everybody else voice in I lead me on. Everybody I try harmonize the song. Sister Anna gone with it. She a lead singer. You know, sir, those things used to be big things to them people, you know. I was the lead singer at my church, you know, and I lead the choir in church in service today, you know. We never know when we are grow up to them something they are big sitting to them people there, you know. But it was big things to them. With the Audrey, I'm troubling up. Audrey said with the knee-high stocking them and the plaid skirt. The knee-high stocking there and the plaid skirt and the hat was set so with a big flower bouquet for one side. When they start with that foolishness there, son of man, me not gonna do it, man. Me no one got strike me. But me stop while me ahead. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? That used to come on TV. Yeah. Little House on the Prairie. Oh God. No, go back now. You want to go back? You want to go way back? Lime Tree Lane. All right, me done. Me done right there, so. No call down the spirit. Me not do it. Me not do it. Lime Tree Lane. Round there, so. All right. Listen. In speaking of age, right? I'll just run this one by you real quick because this goes right with the story. So this happened in Jamaica recently. The police were up. The police were up to last night, tight-lipped as investigators navigate. That's not the story I want to bring you first. The story I want to bring you first is the 51-year-old who broke him foot, broke up at a part-time body because he was trying to escape from the police. Christopher Johnson, 51 years old, of no fixed address. He is charged with burglary after a failed attempt along Terracotta Way in St. Andrew that left him with a broken leg and injury to his shoulder. Reports from the Constant Spring police are that at about 11:50 p.m., almost midnight, when Big Man should have been in bed, on Sunday, Johnson reportedly forced open the doors to someone's apartment and he entered. An occupant of the house made an alert and the police were summoned. Johnson subsequently locked himself inside of one of the bedrooms and then jumped from an open window of that apartment. Johnson sustained a broken leg and injury to his shoulder. He was then caught by the police because he could not run away and was taken to the hospital for treatment. I think that was so funny because when I read it, I said to myself, you know, at certain age, you have to give up some things. You know, at certain age, you have to give up some things. You know, if I'm in my 40s and I feel like something, me tell you that day, we climb up on something high, so and I'm thinking army, airborne, you know, you can just something jump off or something. And the way how my two leg them absorb the shock is not like normal absorption of the shock. Your body just don't do certain things like it do anymore. Johnson probably a thief from a long time. I feel like Sam can still jump from second floor through window and run left police. You're 51, bro. It's time for you to give up some things. So that was the message in that one. Time to give up some things. Know when it's not for you no more and give it up. Look there. Him broke him leg, him injured him shoulder. Him There's something else I want y'all to look up. This thing is called Rapex. Rapex. Me I go say Rapex, but the word grape, what them not like you say, X, with an X at the end. In South Africa, they actually designed a rubbery thing, looks like a condom, that a woman inserts inside of herself. It has blades in it. When you can go look it up, it has blades in it, and the blade them run in a one direction. So, say for instance, she just the blade them run in a one direction. Yes, me I look on the picture of it right now. You ever there Jamaica and you try go down the wrong street and you say, "Rotted, if me did ever turn this up, the tire them would have bust up." Jamaica have one of the best I've seen, because in the US, if you're not paying attention and you end up going on the wrong side of traffic and end up head-on collision type thing, in Jamaica you won't get a chance to do that, because every highway in Jamaica have this. You see, if you ever enter the highway the wrong direction, you don't have no chance to go do no head-on collision, because your vehicle bust four tire right there. So there are some teeth that come up out of the ground if you try to go the wrong way, and them are gonna dig out your tire them. That's the concept that was put into the Rapex. So the woman inserts it, and if she go step on a date with you, and she decides, say, I'm not giving you none because you ain't my type and I'm not a one night girl, whatever, and you decide, say, yo, me, I'll trick her and me, I'll hold her down and take some. God help you, because the Rapex was designed that only emergency medical technicians can remove it. So if you insert yourself, the teeth them raise up and lock into your something, and then you get free, basically, right? I just saw it this morning. I don't want to show it here but I'm telling you how to go look it up. Rapex is the name of it. All right, and you can look up how much it costs and how it works. It's discreet. It's wearable. It has an anti-grip device for women, grip oranges. It provides constant protection against assault, and it does not require any action to activate. It aims to deter potential attackers from committing the actual act of rape. First place, by inflicting severe pain if penetration is attempted. That means that from the head of the boy go in there, the teeth them raise up and lock it, and that's a done deal. And it's actually something that's real and it works. So I wanted to talk about that just a little bit, just to put it out there so people know that it is a real thing. It is available. Hey, if you don't want to use them, you have choices. It's 2025, right? All right. The next one I wanted to touch on this morning was love in lockup. Love in lockup, and I don't know how you feel about this one, how you feel about conjugal visit. Love in lockup. The introduction of conjugal visit for prison inmates, a new way to allow them to keep contact with their family members, among several revolutionary suggestions that are being proposed by the National Correctional Services Policy for Jamaica, tabled as a white paper in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, keeping you up to date with what is going on with Jamaica's laws, changes, etc. So advocates are pushing for love during lockup. In a major proposal, the white paper says efforts should be made to explore an appropriate mechanism for the introduction of conjugal visits, where there would be designed periods of time in which an offender, client, or a prison inmate is allowed to have private time with their legal spouse, be that a wife or a husband. Woman in a lockup or husband they are road him can carry till come gear at a designated time, and they will facilitate. They have that in the United States of America here. Most recently, we covered two stories of two women who went on conjugal visits. One of them was a Jamaican woman, and she did look really good. I think she was 50, 54, but apart from her gray hair, I would say she looked like 30s, somewhere in her 30s. That's all. The woman did look good. Apparently, The man decides, she out here, she must have given that because no way she looks so good and they out there and nobody else now get none of that. But I don't know if him get some and she call out somebody else name her, if him go in there and feel like says somebody did in there, him end up kill her anyways on the conjugal visit. Right. The visit allows contact. In Jamaica right now, they're discussing this for conjugal visit. The visit will allow contact, including sexual relations between the offender and the visitors. The key aim for conjugal visit includes preserving an offender's client's family ties, promoting the offender's reintegration into society upon release, and curbing recidivism and lessening violence within the correctional center itself. In addition, the policy seeks to expand ways of allowing an incarcerated individual to keep in contact with their family by implementing secure video visiting and phone call programs within the prison as well. You know, in Jamaica, where them have like one bag of contraband, whole heap of phone in the prison, them, it's because they have no phones in the prisons at all. Not like in the United States of America, you know, them have the phone them on the wall and you walk up to the phone and you make your phone call and you can get reach out. Hello, this is so and so with a collect call from Norman J's Correctional Institution. Do you accept the charges? And you know, say a Tyrone a call, but because him a do a year or 2 year or whatever he's doing. They don't have that in Jamaica. So the people behind the walls in Jamaica, they try their best to reach out and stay in contact with their families. So I'm thinking that would be one way to get rid of that problem right there, by putting these designated phones there, and then they can monitor who use them. They could also monitor the conversation for security purposes as well, right? I don't think that's a bad thing. But they're also looking into video conference calls where the prisoners can actually, like how you see me now, yes sir, go live and talk to them, picnic them and talk to them. I think these are good things. We're moving into a new age and time, you know. And I also always think that we have to remember, say, a lot of these people not doing forever behind bars. So although behind bars is supposed to be a deterrent, so it's not supposed to be no bed of roses. It's supposed to make you never ever want to go back there again. But at the same time, we don't want to do them in a way where they cannot reintegrate back into society, because these people are going to end up being our neighbors again. So the last thing you want is somebody who is so damaged from behind bars that when them come out, the only place them can go is back behind bars, because nobody no wants somebody like that out here. That's how I look at it. I don't know how you feel about it. I remember though, life is funny. I remember Ninja Man was on stage with Mr. Winford Williams. Mr. Winford Williams, that time Vibes Cartel was doing his time. And at the time, all Vibes Cartel know was is 38 years before you are going to be eligible for parole. Ninja Man was out and free. Ninja Man was asked the question, when feel about conjugal visit? I believe Ninja Man's answer at the time was, I prison them there. Conjugal visit what? In other words, no. Me not think no man back a wall or in a bars forget no conjugal visit. Where am I think about woman? They shouldn't have nothing to do with no woman. And the funny thing is, Ninja end up there now. And he wasn't an advocate for conjugal visit. Right. So sometimes you have to look on things, you know, and say how I don't have no criminality planned in my future, but you know, sometimes people don't have nothing criminal planned and end up around there anyways. Me I like to know, say, should I carry come give me every now and then, because I think I would die if I just couldn't get to it anymore. I would shrivel up and wither and die. I think me that tell wife this morning, say, you know, I'm getting desperate. She was like, you just got some. She was like, you just got some. I'm like, man, that was like 2 days or 3 days ago. That's a lot. You know, that feel like 3 months. Some we can do without and some cannot do without. Ninja would want to visit now. Yes, King Biggs. More than anything right now, him would want to visit right now. So you see, you advocate for that, make it a possibility. Now, the recidivism rate measures the tendency of people to re-offend after being released from prison or completing their sentences. Some studies have been placed that the recidivism rate worldwide at between 20% and 60% in some places, putting Jamaica at a high end during that period. In other words, most Jamaican prisoners end up going back to prison. In the white paper, the aim is described as an attempt to establish the government's commitment and priorities in strengthening the management, rehabilitation, and reintegration of offender clients, inmates of the correctional service. Now that I'm thinking about it, y'all watch the interviews that Vybz Kartel did when he came out. He was very vocal about the government being a part of. Because Kartel said, me not lie, there's a whole heap of youth around there that could be rehabilitative or rehabilitated, but there's no system put in place to help them to rehabilitate, right? So them and them just end up assimilate into and then lose themselves completely in there. So now we see this, because sometimes that's what it takes, right? It takes somebody with a platform, somebody with followers, somebody who can move the needle to actually put their voice behind something. And then you will see bigger heads do something about that something. It says the policy is designed to reduce the level of recidivism with a whole of society approach. The policy has among its major aims addressing the overcrowding and the poor infrastructures of the prisons all around the island of Jamaica, reducing the gang influence that's inside these correctional institutions, because a lot of youth get incarcerated and come out a gangster when he wasn't a gangster before and did go in there, reducing contraband and corruption inside of the institutions. There are a lot of people who work in these institutions who wear uniforms, who make a lot of money, probably even more than their paychecks, by bringing in these contrabands. How do you think them reaching there? Right. And by getting rid of the contrabands or reducing it, and also the corruption, and providing more support for ex-prisoners to be reintegrated into society, including support for their employment. The white paper also processes the development of a visitor's guide that provides basic information on the rules and regulations that govern visits through a variety of media on support services for families and signposting to special services. It further proposed revised visitation policies in prisons to encourage and reinforce stable, consistent, and scheduled in-person visits and create a warm and suitable environment for friends and family members to interact with offender clients or inmates. Other proposals include collaboration between the Ministry of Health and the Department of Correctional Services in restructuring the healthcare system within these prisons with the aim of making it similar to that is available in the community, and recruit and retain qualified medical professionals, including general practitioners, psychiatrists, psychologists, and substance abuse specialists to work in these prisons. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Because if these people are getting the proper help they need, some people go to prison and are mad, and come out madder. They went in with psychological issues, and the psychological issues, because of the conditions of the prison that they had to deal with on a day-to-day basis, it exacerbated these psychological issues. Them come out fully fledged mad. They didn't have any psychiatry care in there, substance abuse. People come out, coping mechanism, back to substance abuse again. They could have been under the care of a substance abuse counselor and go through a 10-step, 9-step, 7-step program, however you may call that, and help them to become people who can look at that as, damn, that's a part of my past I never wish to revisit. Learned a lot from it, went through it. It was hell, but some good came out of it. That's what we're looking to do. And we're looking for the people them. Because remember, we have a thing in Jamaica where we say, if it don't dead, don't dash it, we don't. Right. So the proposal contained in the white paper are expected to be implemented in the prison systems in Jamaica over the next 5 years. Just a heads up, I think it's a good look. I'm all for it. I'm all for the conjugal visit as well and all these things. I mean, you're gonna get burned anyway, so you better stay out of prison. For the one them out here, if prison, if badness are your focus and illegal activities is your focus, may I talk directly into this camera right here, and you have a nice round sexy woman in your yard, and just know say when time you get locked up, you're gonna get burned because she not wait for you. Yeah. She not waiting on you. May I tell you that right now. So try stay out of prison. But situations happen and people end up in there. What you gonna do? You learn your lesson, you don't intend to go back. I wouldn't want to see you lose your wife and lose your family and everything. Especially if it's a woman that love you, she's faithful, she's trying, and she say, you know what, even this me I go walk with him through. So me will go, do my conjugal visits, hold the household down and everything. He might do a little 1 year or 12, 9 months or something like that. Him soon come home. And that is that. And candy cigarette. I remember candy cigarette. My grandmother used to hate them the door. Maybe the thought of that should be a deterrent, but seem for work, a backside, says Audrey. To be locked up, it worked for me. It worked for me, because me no want be. Yo, me fart and my fart stink no rotten. When me want to run a bag of man farm, them no have nowhere else to fart but around me. So the whole way I go fart in the same place. In there I go smell like over Riverton dump. No, that's my deterrent. I don't want to be locked in anywhere with a bag of man, anywhere. I was in the infantry in the military, and the infantry is a different breed of part of the military. Everybody else mix except for we. We don't mix. A beer man in there. You sleep round man, you shower with man, you fight, we call it, we do everything. Man, just beer man. Shit, shower, shave. From morning till night with man. That was like prison. That was like prison. That's my biggest deterrent. But for some people that don't work. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Yes, SOUFLOTV.
One family. Yeah, me I hear you good. Everything all right?
Yeah, me everything all right, darling. Me just a call if it's a but no one said something.
Yeah.
So, how the conjugal visit go?
How the conjugal visit go?
Yeah, so that's it.
Well, you would have to married, and then you would have to in a lockup. Then
so you have to run to the man?
Well, if my wife lock up, me can carry something go give her, or if your husband lock up, you can carry something go give him.
I said, conjugal visit go. Everything conjugal visit.
No, and not just for everybody. You have to marry.
Oh, okay. So like I'm married to my man, it's in the black room.
Yeah, no wild man in there can. Yeah.
Oh, me understand.
You understand it now?
I'm not that. Yeah, I'm not married to that part, you know.
Well, all right then, my friend.
I'm not done.
Yes. Well, big up yourself here and good to hear from you.
Yeah, I got me too. I got me good to hear. Big up yourself and no.
All right. Love and manners. Later.
You know, I'm not water food. You don't get the
I feel your phone. I don't feel your phone. No, man. Me, I go fix it. Me so fix it. Me so fix it. All right, big up yourself. Later, Tati. Tati, Tati say, I feel me phone and me underwater phone. I feel her phone, you know. Every time she call the phone, sound the same way. I feel her phone. I saw. Oh, I gotta love my people, man. We so listen. Me love when you say we so different. We are. It does printing on me. Me don't know. Anyhow, we are move on to some where the granny I look at Trang back prisoner. She a try to find out. Missy, Missy, she a try to find out how it work. Is who can who can go up there go get something. We said no, you have to be married, you know. Oh, so you can't just go up there. Go. Oh, aye. All right. Let me see. This one and the last one for the morning, right? Papa, you all right? The whole morning kind of, you know, kind of quiet, you know. What you doing, Pop? Okay. We gotta go. I'm done soon, and then we gotta go pick up Milani. Okay. All right. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Thanks, SOUFLOTV. This is my second call.
Hi, family.
But you think a rapist should get visitation from their family member, wife or girlfriend?
No, absolutely not.
No, I
Absolutely
do not
not.
agree with that law.
No, but here what? There are exceptions to the rule. Before you jump off the building, listen to me. There are exceptions to the rule, and maybe we didn't make this clear enough. This isn't something we would advocate for everybody. There are certain things that I just will never ever side with, like, or anything like that. Child molesters, rapists, any of those, none of these should be privileges that they are granted.
You know what? You know you're gonna get in trouble. Don't do anything that's wrong against the law. Stay out of jail.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
I do not agree with it one way or the other.
So you just think, okay, so if we remove those types of people, you feel like other people who have done other types of crimes should also like not get any of these types of privileges?
No. No, I don't think so.
Not even if it's used as a good behavior, like a reward type of thing for good behavior?
You know what? You do the crime, you do the time. That's how I feel. I'm just old school.
Yeah, but the old school thing has shown us that majority of those people end up going back in there. And majority of them, after they come out, because they're so traumatized from the experience, that they don't fit well in society. So we're looking for new ways to move forward into the future, not just keep repeating the old
you
thing.
You see the woman that get killed, I think it's Arizona. Right, in the prison system, went to visit her boyfriend or whoever.
Right, yeah, I just talked about that. It was two of them.
I don't agree with it. One way or the other. I don't think that should be a law in Jamaica. Because these men think they can do all these things and get away with it because they know the woman gonna come to prison and visit them. No. I don't care if it's my son.
I kind of get what you're saying.
You do the crime, you do the time.
I kind of get what you're saying, but I'm thinking of a new way. Because time and history have shown us that the way we've been doing it ain't working. It ain't working.
All right, thank you.
All right, family. All right, so yeah, we can't lose it. We can't just get all emotional. She is right that certain people me just not like. I mean, I feel like you forget none of them there anyway. You feel locked away in a different part. Jamaica need max security prisons where the worst of the worst is locked in there as well. Every society have these, right? Not just mix them up with everybody else. You're supposed to have different tiers and levels of prison. Low level offenders, and then those who are like the worst of the worst, who we have deemed to be non-rehabilitatable, them can go on over there, so, and their crime is so horrendous, and they are not, like, them don't have no remorse about it, and they are sociopathic, psychopathic kind of people. Them can go over there, so, in that institution, right? Or those who have committed certain types of crimes, like against children and XYZ. And then the rest of them now, we have to go find a way. We have to go find a way, because they're going to be back out in society again. And the last thing you want is for somebody to get more traumatized and come back out worse than they went in. That only tells you they're going back in, but not before inflicting pain and damage on outside before them end up back in again. Right. So that's how I look on it. That's how I'm seeing it. King Big says, so a man lock up for weed, same as a murderer, caller. Boy, King Bigs are just so old school people stay, you know? Old school people just feel that crime is crime. And everybody get one punishment. And you do the crime, you do the time. Yeah, it's a new generation that have to come show them, say, listen, the record books show that all we've been doing, none of it's been working. And it hasn't been working to our benefits either. Some of these people who kill in a horrendous way, old woman get tab up and rape and all kind of thing. If you check their background, you will realize that they were locked up in one of these facilities before and did some time before. Now, we go back into hurt people, trauma. A youth go to prison, him go to prison young, man hold him around there and do all kind of something to him. Him vex with society. There's no rehabilitative program in there. Him come back out. Him can't see him way through. Plus now him a deal with a new level of psychological trauma. Him think, frigate me a dash for my life. But me a dash for somebody else's life too in the process. You know what I mean? We have to structure this differently. We have to structure this differently for real. So I'm all for it. I'm all for the restructuring. Farming. We talked about this, Charlotte. Yes, Charlotte. We remember when we did the video and I wrote down all the stuff that we sent to Andrew Holness administration. Hold on the caller, where we talked about things that can be done. So the CCTV with central monitoring points and the hold on the caller. The CCTV with central monitoring points, all the other stuff that we talked about was on the list, right? Naming lanes and avenues and mapping out the place and stuff so police could communicate properly with these people who man these cameras, this, that, and the other. When we talk about all these things, that was on the list as well. Farming. Because Jamaica have a thing where say, the judge slammed the gavel and said, I sentence you to 10 years at hard labor in the St. Catherine something correctional facility. And hard labor means I'm sit down in there every day like this. I said, dog, it feel like we're up on the block, you know, we don't have nothing for them in jail. It just boring around here. And then beer trouble and fight and everything like that else. Testosterone build up, all kind of madness going in there. Where farming, not only farming, but production. A line of production. We talked about that. That was on the list as well. Feed these prisons by farming. What they eat is what they grow, what they produce solely. We should get to the point where we have farms that can actually generate an income. Fix up these institutions throughout over time with the money that is brought in from their farming. And then not have to be just farming alone. It can be making of other things. Prisons over here in the US, they have prisons here that make things, license plates, then print license plate, then make fire retardant clothing for firefighters. They make like shoes and all kind of something. So get them a skilled trade, help them to learn and be productive and progressive. Carry them out and have them go clean up Jamaica and fix up Jamaica. Carry them on the beach. Have them go clean up Jamaica. So when time people come and say we beach them, the beaches are pristine. and no use condom and dirty diaper. I know somebody a cuss me right now. I say, a blood clot slavery, a boy they so flow on them to go put the charge of them in, you know, slavery, but I know slavery. It will teach you to not go back there for sure. Plus, you get to breathe some fresh air anyway, right? Competition in different games. Have them build roads. Have them broke stone for real with hammer and build stone wall. Some of the best walls in Jamaica are built out of broke stone. Them wall they last forever, right? Have them build roads, have them work and give back to the country. Clean up the place, keep the place clean, keep the place looking nice, and also feed themselves. So nobody can say, a prison send them go yam taxpayers money on 3 square meals a day, because what they eat is what they actually produce. I'm all for that, man. Lady J says, SOUFLO, I don't think that's the farm Charlotte Law was talking about. Oh, fish. Fish farming. Yeah, but me I talk about all that too. Fish farming too. And that's why I said any kind of farming. Any kind of farming. Rather than do that, build Jamaica. Learn a skill along the way. They'll come out of there learning how to farm. They'll come out of there with a civic pride to keep the place clean. Trust me, you're gonna have them out there saying, boy, I remember when we had done my time up at GP, you know, and them used to let me out on work release, and we used to come out and come clean up a place. I bet you them walk and pick up stuff in them own town after that when them release. Right? But years gone by, they used to be in shackles cleaning the streets. Yes, Mr. Bram, and they got rid of it. And when they got rid of it, there was no deterrent there anymore. Because everybody is like, hard labor. Judge has said hard labor, I don't mean nothing. Hard labor don't mean nothing when you get hard labor in Jamaica. When you get hard labor in Jamaica back in the day, oh, you got hard labor for real. Remember them used to sing about man down a Manuel Road, a Brock Rockstone? Yep, shackled and chained up, and you got a sledgehammer in that hot sun. And them give some big old boulders of stone for Brock in a rock stone. And then they used to take those and build walls with them. Retention walls are needed. Jamaica have a whole heap of hills where slide down in the road them. We need these retention walls built. Jamaica have a whole heap of places where if you drive and go left, you're going a gully. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Good morning, SOUFLO.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Yeah. And what you're talking about, all this bring back to fingerprint. Because that's why the video put up this morning, that's why they owe the Filipino guy from earlier because they did something in their part. So if you don't do the fingerprint, then you're not going to catch the people them who do wrong.
Yeah, so that would be under the national DNA database that needs to be established.
Exactly. So that's what I said that then come out this morning want to put the video out about the Filipino and they did something in them back in the day so young. And now they do that. Well, if they do that in Jamaica, then you catch everybody who do wrong. Because they have a fingerprint and they go right back to it, and that's what they use validate.
Right.
Whoever they catch.
Right. Right. But you know,
if they don't do the fingerprint, that nothing not going to come up whatever they're doing.
Right. Proper biometrics capture.
Exactly.
Right. True. I agree.
That's everything. No matter what they do in Jamaica, if they don't have the fingerprint, it's not going to work.
Yes, if they don't have a proper national DNA database set up, then they're not really fighting crime.
Right. Then that's going to work.
Right. True. Very true.
What they put up, no matter what they put up to do this with the prettiness and pretty that it's not work. And if Andrew Holness or those people don't first start, okay, we do the fingerprint first, and then everybody follow, then it's not going to work.
Got it. You're absolutely right.
Thank you.
All right, my friend. Oh, understand, Charlotte talk about fish farm. Like the big whale, them will jump out I see like but but they talk about farming. I mean, I talk about fish farming, maybe some tilapias, maybe some snappers. But they know say that fish right now is a fish Right now, it's a fish farm. All right, I got it. I got it. Here outside of Atlanta, the prisoners in the orange school bus pick up road trash off and mow the side of the major roads. They do that in Florida too. You see them outside in them striped uniform and clean up the place and mow the side of the highway and all kind of something. Ah, that kind of farm the Charlotte did not talk about. Yeah, why? Why? Uh, our last topic for the morning. It's not easy, you know. Our last topic for the morning, though. I don't know if y'all saw this between last night and this morning. A major gun bust happened in Jamaica, and this is the largest one that has happened so far. So while we're thinking we're going 10 steps forward, 10 steps back, I think more and more is being exposed, right? And I've said this before. I said Jamaica police officers, law enforcement officials, they really get bucket to carry water in, basket to carry water in, because, or a bucket full of holes to carry water in. Because every time I see a report that says 4 rifles were found in XYZ location, and everybody go, yes, officer, get the 4 gun, get the big gun them off of the road. It always reminds me of the documentary I watched where they were interviewing the pilots that flew for the drug cartels back in the 90s, 80s to 90s. There was a guy that got $1 million per flight. The man said him had so much money in cash that he started stacking money in the walls in all the houses, and he was like, you know, you're trying to stay under the radar of the government, so there's only so much you can do with the money. So after you've bought how many properties and opened how many businesses, and like you can only go so far before that attention comes to you. So I'm start stack the money inside of the walls and pave off the wall them and I'm host them. And he would explain the method they would use. And he was like, yeah, we would give them like 10 kilos here, 50 kilos there. But every time they would catch, like, because the police them want to look good too, like it's a war on drugs. So they must be doing something. So they would be on the news saying, we caught 100 kilos of cocaine coming into the country this morning. And everybody would be like, yes, war on drugs. They're fighting it. Stop the drugs from coming into the country. And he said he just got his $1 million pay for the day. He brought thousands of kilos in on one load, one trip, and he's going back in another couple of days for our next one for flight in. That same method, I think, was being applied in Jamaica, where every time you see police catch 1 gun here, 2 gun there, 10 guns there came in. I think 100 guns came in somewhere else that they didn't catch. It's somebody baiting them and said, look this way. And while they're looking this way and excited about what they got caught, what they caught, over here, so is where the big shipment I got through. Testament to that is what happened yesterday, right? The largest gun seizure in Jamaica so far. 220 firearms and thousands of bullets were intercepted yesterday. They understand that the police have made what's being described as the biggest gun seizure in Jamaica's history so far. It's understood that at least 220 guns were intercepted, making their way into Jamaica at a location in Kingston. And it's understood that the cache of firearms and ammunition was intercepted earlier this week. Sources say that up to the time, tens of thousands of rounds of ammunition were counted by the lawmen, and they're still counting ammunition. It's further understood that the counting of the ammunition could well continue into and throughout the weekend. This is still a developing story, so stay tuned for more. This morning, there was not much of an update, but the headline said that the cops are still very tight-lipped about this massive gun find. Police were up to last night very tight-lipped as investigators navigate what they describe as a delicate stage in a high-stakes probe. into the suspected discovery of a massive cache of illegal firearms in Kingston. Sources have indicated that more than 200 weapons were found hidden inside an industrial-sized water heater at a warehouse in Kingston. If confirmed, the seizure would mark the largest gun bust of 2025 despite growing public interest. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has yet to officially confirm key details, including the exact number of firearms that were found, the date of the operation, or the suspected country of origin, though law enforcement sources suggest that the shipment may have come from none other than the United States of America. Acting Senior Superintendent Patrick Rowe, head of the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division, told News Media House that it was premature to speak on the matter and that we are at a delicate stage of this investigation. In February, personnel from the same organization and the Jamaica Customs Agency, they found 66 guns and more than 4,500 rounds of ammunition in 2 barrels at Kingston Wharves. When in March, another joint operation from the same group of persons and the JCA resulted in a successful seizure of another 30 firearms and another more than 100 rounds of ammunition at a warehouse on Marcus Garvey Drive in Kingston. And then today or yesterday, it was reported over 250 guns and hundreds of thousands of rounds of ammunition. 220 guns so far reported and hundreds of thousands of rounds of ammunition. Me don't know the people bringing in the guns is the big people. Poor people don't have money for that. Thank you for saying that. This is a situation where the guns are big money makers. The guns are big money makers. And I'm willing to bet that because Jamaica can only hold so many guns, I'm willing to bet that there are persons who probably come from other islands to purchase guns in Jamaica and have them brought back to their place, so on and so forth. But obviously, it's a big gun market going on in Jamaica, right? And I don't think law enforcement in Jamaica is equipped to stop this completely. They're going to get a hit every now and then, but I don't think they're equipped to stop this completely, to slow this market to a stop completely. Because I do believe, and this is just my personal belief, I'm not accusing anybody as if I am absolutely sure this is what any one particular individual is doing. It is my belief that high-ranking people are involved in these things. Because I've said it over the years, the average Jamaican citizen has no control over the wharfs. They have no control over our airspace and customs. They have no control over any of the points of entry into our country. So how is this still continuing to happen? It's still continuing to happen because the people who actually have control over these places, these ports, these points of entries, they are involved. Not all of them, but somebody in those positions are involved. Babe, are involved. High-ranking people in both countries wondering why they are trying to arm every Jamaican. Well, BM, it don't look like they're trying to arm every Jamaican, and that's the crazy part. Because if the FLA in Jamaica change up the way that it does things, things would be different. Just like this, they're very skeptical and funny about who can get a license to carry a firearm in Jamaica. Now remember this, gunmen have gun. Gunman don't care about law. Gunmen are going to have them gun. Criminals are going to have guns regardless what the law says. The person that's left as the sitting duck is the law-abiding tax-paying citizen. The one who says, I abide by the law and I'm never going to carry a gun unless FLA gives me a permit to carry a gun. FLA being how FLA is, a lot of citizens don't have access to a firearm. Even if they've gone through the proper channels of trying to get one to protect their family and their own life, them still can't get one. So who have the gun there? Live on the air with SOUFLO, good morning.
Morning. So from this I say Jamaica they're in a big transshipment for other countries.
Big transshipment for other countries.
Prime location. Remember Jamaica, prime location.
Yes. Yes. A lot of stuff goes through there. So that might not even be our load right there. So it might be passing through.
Passing through.
Heading to
just
somewhere
like everything else.
Yep. Absolutely, bro. You're right. You're right. Why? So when him said just like everything else, we're talking about human trafficking, we're talking about everything else. Remember the story me telling about the documentary about the girl who ended up in Germany, in the whorehouse in Germany, and she gave her whole explanation of how she was kidnapped in Jamaica, really young. She got trafficked, out, boat, nighttime, gone, different countries. She moved around throughout the Caribbean, forced to dance, strip, sell her body, everything where our handlers say. Then they hooked her on drugs purposely. And she said, after years of being in that life, one day she saw a break to run. And she tried to run, and she ended up turning herself back into the people them she had tried to run from, because she was so addicted to drugs that when she tried to run, she got dope sick. And I don't know if you ever been dope sick or seen people who get dope sick. So she run, go back to the people them. And then put her back in her whorehouse again, and she work and work and work. And long story short, she ended up in Europe. And you have to think, how do you go from Jamaica to multiple countries in the Caribbean to ending up in a whorehouse in Germany? So yeah, Jamaica is a major transatlantic shipping point for all the illicit stuff that's coming through. The drugs, the guns, the people moving about, all that other stuff. Jamaica, we in everything. We know everything, and talking about it here is not going to stop it, because it's big money business this, and it's high ranking people involved in this. So the only thing we can do is just be aware and be like, yeah, we saw it. That's it, because we can't change it. We can't change it. That brings us to the end of this morning, though. We have no solution for this problem. That brings us to the end of this morning. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. And we will see you tomorrow morning. If God spare my life, like my grandfather Mas Clevey said, my grandmother Miss Ruby said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. And I'll see you tomorrow morning if God spare life. All right. Nisha, reach out at SOUFLOTV@gmail.com. Tell me particulars, and I will make sure we get that $200 to you. Nisha was the winner of our $200 giveaway this morning. One love. I'm out. I'm gonna spell the mistake to be corrected is right here. Let me write it in all caps in the comment section. All right, see there. One love. Peace.